Welcome to Sugosha Defence News. The highlights: Adani Defence and Aerospace sign cooperation pact with UAE's Edge Group. DRDO plans India's first underwater launched UAV, awards contract to Punestartup Sagar Defence. IIT Madras and NASA team discover superbug on space station that has mutated. Launch of missile-cum-ammunition barge, the fifth barge of 8 missile-cum-ammunition barge project. An RFI issued for procurement of very short-range air defense system VAJRA VSHORADS. Paras Defence and Space Technologies begins deliveries of critical flight systems for the SARAS MK-2 program. From the war zone, Ukrainian special forces destroy Russian Kasta 2E2 state-of-the-art mobile air control radar system. In the global news, Airbus H145M's role in drone control and manned-unmanned teaming. Anduril wins solid rocket motor test development contract for Navy's SM-6. Adani Defence and Aerospace has signed a cooperation agreement with UAE's Edge Group, an advanced technology group, to establish a global platform leveraging the capabilities of both companies to bring together their product portfolios and cater to the requirements of global and local customers. This includes evaluating cooperation across Edge's and Adani's core product domains, including missiles and weapons, covering airborne, surface, infantry, ammunition, and air defense products, platforms and systems covering unmanned aerial systems, loitering munitions, counter drone systems, unmanned ground vehicles, as well as electronic warfare and cyber technologies. The DRDO has decided to develop a first of its kind underwater launched unmanned aerial vehicle ULUAVs with help from a Pune based defense startup that will be launched from a submarine. Technology Development Fund, the TDF, has awarded the technology development contract for ULUAVs to Sagar Defence Engineering Limited after selecting it out of the 17 firms through a competitive bidding process. DRDL will assist Sagar Defence, which had earlier developed a maritime spotter drone for the Indian Navy, in ULUAV technology development. A ULUAV will have the capability to be deployed quickly, safely, and autonomously from a moving submarine. It will have high endurance and long range, giving it a huge surprise element advantage. It will enable discrete surveillance missions, allowing submarines to monitor potential threats without revealing their presence. The launch of Missile-cum-Ammunition Barge LSAM-13, the fifth barge of 8 Missile-cum-Ammunition Barge project built by SECON Engineering Projects, Visakhapatnam, for the Indian Navy, was undertaken on 10th of June at the launch site of SECON Engineering Projects. The contract for building these 8 missile-cum-ammunition barge was signed between MOD and SECON Engineering on 19th of Feb 21. The availability of these barges would provide impetus to operational commitments of the Navy by facilitating transportation, embarkation, and disembarkation of articles, ammunition to Indian Navy ships both alongside jetties and at outer harbors. Paras Defence and Space Technologies was awarded a significant contract by the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research (CSIR), the National Aerospace Laboratories (NAL), to supply the avionics suite for the SARAS MK-2 aircraft. The SARAS MK-2 is the first Indian multi-purpose civilian aircraft in the light transport category designed by CSIR NAL. The contract, valued at approximately 64 crores, was awarded on 18th of March 23. The SARAS Mk-2 is an indigenous multi-purpose civilian aircraft designed by the National Aerospace Laboratories. This 19-seat multi-role light transport aircraft is versatile, suitable for various applications such as air taxi, executive transport, light package carrier, border patrol, air ambulance, and other community services. It will be powered by two Pratt & Whitney turboprop engines and operable from semi-prepared runways and high-altitude airfields. Paras Technologies have begun the deliveries of critical flight systems for the SARAS MK-2 program. In the war zone, Ukrainian Special Operations Forces have achieved a significant strategic victory and shifted the regional balance of power. By successfully locating and neutralizing a Russian Kasta 2E2 state of the art mobile air control radar system, they have demonstrated the effectiveness of Ukraine's ongoing defense efforts. This operation, publicly announced on the official page of the Ukrainian Special Operations Forces on 3rd of June, has significantly hampered Russian aerial surveillance capabilities in the region. Airbus Helicopters uses flying labs to test innovation technobricks. Similarly, one H-145M has become a lab for military applications, including for MUMT activities. In the quest to refine the H-145M's MUMT performance, the team has advanced on fronts as varied as cockpit design, software, and a partnership ecosystem. Testing whether the helicopter crew would control a drone in flight began in 2018. Manned-unmanned teaming necessitates the crew keep track of the drone, and therefore cockpit interfaces must help the pilots handle the second mission. The H-145M thus underwent a cockpit redesign, getting a new 17-inch display dedicated to drone operation. So successful was this bigger display, a slightly modified version was introduced for the H-145 for civil applications. For the drone to carry out a mission largely independently once the crew has given it a command, you need impeccable task-based guidance. Anduril Industries announced that they have received a $19 million contract to design, build, and test second stage rocket motors for use in the Navy's Standard Missile 6, a key win for the company's relatively new efforts in the market. The contract is Anduril's first with the Pentagon for rocket motors and gives the company a foot in the door with one of the Navy's favored interceptors used to counter air, surface, and hypersonic missile threats. That's the news for today. We hope you enjoyed the news. Please do subscribe to our channel and do give us your feedback. Thank you.